what's up? It's Melissa with Investment Yoga. Today I have a booty burner prepared for us. So all I need from you is some comfy clothes and a mat. And when you're ready, let's get started. So let's get started in a child's pose position. Knees to the outside edges of the mat, reaching your arms forward, head down. Giving yourself a little head massage. And we're going to be working those hips. So if you want to go back and forth, roll your hips a little bit. Become present with your breathing. And then come up to a tabletop position here. We're going to do cat-cow. So on an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Bring the seat bones towards the sky. On an exhale, round the back. Like an angry cat. Move your hips. Go through the cat and cow a few times at your own pace. Just warming up the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Maybe give yourself some circles. Warm up the hips and the glutes because we're going to be working them. And neutralize your spine. Come to tabletop again. Tuck the toes under and we'll come into downward facing dog. Now be gentle. This is our first down dog of the day. Feel free to pedal out the feet. Move the hips side to side. Whatever speaks to you. Look to the top of your mat. Jump or step forward. Come down to ragdoll. Focus on releasing your head. Releasing everything. You should be feeling a stretch back here all the way up your back. Your head feeling like a bowling ball. Bring your hands to the mat. Step back. Let's go through a chaturanga, high to low plank, pushing through to upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Notice this down dog. Really feel into those hips, pressing into those feet, stretching the hamstrings. And from here, bring your left leg into the sky, bringing it through, setting it down like pigeon pose. Then bring that back leg in as well. So you're in a little kind of seated position like this. Whatever position is comfortable for you. If you need to sit up on a little blanket, feel free to do so. But bring your hands to the side of your legs. So one on this side and one on the other of that front leg. And we're going to begin to lift that back leg. You can keep the foot on the floor, but bring the leg up and down. Try to keep your body facing forward, up and down. We're going to continue to do this just so you can get the feel of the move. You're using your hands to stabilize yourself. Let's do 3 more. And last one. Good job. So from here, we're going to lift the entire leg 8 times. So doing the same movement, but picking up that back foot. Again, using your hands to stabilize yourself. If this is too difficult right now, just keep the bottom, the foot on the floor and do exactly what we were just doing before. I told you this would burn. And 2 more. last one. Now we're going to do some pulses. So bring the leg up and we're going to pulse it back. Really small movement, but very effective. You should feel the burn, because I certainly do. And bring that down. So now let's come to the side. Come to your side. And you're going to keep that upper body lifted. Your core is engaged. And we're going to do some leg lifts. So up and down. 2, 3. Again, focusing on to keep that upper body not slumping into the ground. Good. 4 more. And bring that leg so it's straight up from your hip where you are, and then pulse it back. Again, holding that upper body. Nice job. Small movements. You're moving from right here, making sure you're not moving the hips. Then bring your legs up and bring your body down. Your hand can come on your head. And we're going to do leg lifts like this, keeping your foot turned in, but just lifting the leg up, kind of like a clam. Nice job. Feel the burn. Only move as far as you're feeling the move. And now we're going to lift the whole leg here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're doing great. 2 and 1. And from here, we're going to press it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. And 8. Set it down. You can rub it a little bit because it's probably sore. Stretch it out. And let's come back. Let's do child's pose again. Now you'll really feel that tightness in the behind, stretching your body forward, breathing in, expanding the chest. Feel free to move your hips around. You'll feel some tightness there. And come up to tabletop position. And we'll neutralize the spine. Do a couple cat-cows just to move your body around a little bit. I know we created some tightness there. Feel free to do your sassy pose, looking at one side and then the other. And let's come up to down dog. Notice how this one might feel differently. After your next breath, step forward. Hang to ragdoll. Releasing your body to gravity. Feeling that up through your glutes, that stretch, that tightness. Plant the hands, come back. Go through chaturanga, high to low plank. Up dog. And down dog. Take 2 rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, take your right leg to the sky and step it through like we did before, coming down into sort of that pigeon pose, but then bringing that back leg up. And we're gonna do that on this side. So again, frame the right knee, and we're gonna begin to lift that back leg, keeping the foot on the ground. keeping your body towards the front. Again, we're just doing these just to get the feel. This is our first time together doing this move, so we'll do it a couple extra times. We'll go 3 more times. And now we're going to lift the entire leg if that's available to you. So we'll do this 8 times. 1. You can do it. And 4. I feel that. 6. And 8. Now we're going to pulse it. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you get a little cramp in that leg, you can always set it down, give it a little rub, and bring it back up. We're going to do some pulses. Flex the foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. So set that down. We're going to come to our side. You can rub that out because I feel real tight there too, so I imagine you do too. Come down to your right, keeping your upper body lifted, core is engaged, and we're going to do those leg lifts. And only lift as far as your body will allow, to not go back and forth. You really are trying to have that stability in the hip and the glute. 3 more. And then keep it raised and pulse back 8 times. 3. Nice job. Keep going. 5. And 8. Now bring those legs back up. You can bring your head down here if you'd like. And we'll begin to lift. Keeping that bottom foot down. Clam move. We'll go 4 more times here. Nice work. I hope you're feeling it because I am. And 2 more. Nice job. And lift. Just lift the leg. 4. And last one. Nice job. Okay, let's come up and let's do child's pose and do legs real wide, stretching back, feeling it in your glutes, reaching your arms forward, making it a little bit more active, lifting the fingertips and armpits. Come back to tabletop and up into downward dog. Walk out the dog. Come down to tabletop position. Knees underneath hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your right foot back. And we're going to do some crossovers. So from here, bring the core engaged. So take your belly button towards your spine, pressing the mat away, leg out strong with a flexed foot, and we're going to tap over and back across. We're going to do this 8 times, so that's 7. And you're really trying to not trying to move like this. You're trying to contain that core strength and control while moving the leg. So move it only so as far as you can without moving the rest of the body. 2 more. Nice job. Set that knee down. Again, pressing away from your mat with your hands, bringing that left leg back. core is engaged, and we'll cross over. And again, if you find yourself kind of falling, just make it a smaller movement. Quality over quantity. Two more. Keep it up. Core is engaged. And set that down. Bring your right leg up into the sky. Flex the foot and begin to pulse up. We'll do 16. 7. And again, holding that core tight, pressing the mat away. Form is so important. 3 more. My numbers aren't always right, but if you have to do more, that's really not a problem. Set that down. Bring that other leg up. Flex the foot and begin to pulse it up. 2, 3, 4. Good job. Core is engaged. 8, 10, 11. Good job. And last one. Down. Now come up to your mat. Legs are up just like you had them. And let's bring our body down and windshield wiper the legs. You'll feel some movement into your hips. And you can windshield low and you can windshield high, because you'll feel different things when you're up here. You'll feel more of a stretch up in the upper back, and when you're lower, you'll feel more of a movement in your hips. Bring yourself up to tabletop position. Then up into down dog. Stretch that down dog out. Walk those legs out, maybe making a wider stance to stretch out the back of the hamstrings. Come back down to tabletop position. Checking in to make sure your back is neutral. We're going to do fire hydrants. So on an inhale, bring your right knee into the sky like a doggy peeing on a fire hydrant. We're going to do 8 on this side. So 3. I know it's hurting. 5. You're doing awesome. 2 more. Nice work. Set that down and we'll do fires on the other side. So ready, on lifting your left leg high and down. Again, keeping the core of your body neutral and towards the front of the mat. Hands, weight in the hands is equal. Two more. Press yourself back up to downward facing dog, and we're going to stretch that hinder out a little bit so you're not super sore tomorrow. Bring your right leg into the sky. Open up the hip a bit, sort of bringing your heel towards your armpit. And when you're ready, bring it through, sort of how we set up earlier. And we're going to do pigeon pose. Back leg is straight out, right leg, the foot comes towards the opposite hip, sitting your body up straight, and begin to lean forward on your mat towards your leg. And I'm going to hold you here for 20 seconds. And I know this is hard, so if you want, I would invite you to breathe on inhales for 5 and exhale for 5. Stretching the hips is very emotional. It's hard. We don't like to stretch the hips. That's where we hold a lot of emotion, but it's so good for us. And bring your hands alongside you If you want, you can grab towards that back foot if you want to stretch the top of the quad. Not required, of course, nothing's required. But it is a nice stretch, especially for those of us who have a hard time getting any stretching in on that. And hands alongside you. Tuck that back toe under, right leg high. You can give it some circles, you can give it some bends, and when you're ready, meet me in down dog. And you're right, we're gonna do it on the other side. So left leg into the sky. You can bend it towards your opposite leg, step it through, and we'll do pigeon on the other side. Back leg is straight. Bring your body up and towards your front leg. I'm gonna hold you again for 20 seconds. So feel free to breathe into 5 and out to 5. Just don't forget to breathe, because whenever we're doing hard poses, it is hard to remember to breathe. We often hold our breath. And 2 more seconds. Hands alongside your leg. Again, if you'd like, you can bring your back leg up to stretch that. Get that quad stretched. Hands alongside your leg. Bringing your left leg up. Give it some circles or anything it needs. Meet me in down dog. Pedal the feet out. Walking the feet forward and extend them long. Reach up high and begin to bring yourself forward towards your feet. Again, keep the back straight. We're trying to stretch the muscles back here as opposed to falling over our legs. You can flex the feet if you need a little bit more stretch. And then bring yourself all the way down on your back. And we're going to do windshield wipers on the mat here on our back. So bring your feet to the outside edges of the mat. And you can let your body go to the right and to the left. Breathing. Releasing any tension we may have just caused. You will probably be sore from this tomorrow. If you want to get a little bit cardio or a little bit more stretching in later today, that might be a good idea. And bring your legs out long, stretch, and bring yourself up. So that is what we had today for booty burn. If you have any comments or questions, I hope you enjoyed the practice. Leave me any messages below and I will get back to you. Otherwise, have an awesome day. Thanks for joining me.